Do you know why you should never, if you don't have a great heart, or if you don't understand the person that you are allowing into your home, you should never, I mean never, allow a person to move in your home if you don't understand their true intentions. And what am I talking about, folks? When you allow a person to move in their home, the minute that they start receiving mail at your home, they are now considered a resident. I'm talking about America. I don't know about the laws all over the world, but now they're considered a resident. And when they're considered a resident, they have rental protections in your own home. And I spoke about this before, and I will tag that in this video as a matter of fact. How it's not always a good idea to let your mama, to let your daddy, to let your siblings, to let your cousins, even a boyfriend to move in your house. People are so quick to say, get out of my house. But if they receive mail in your house and if they understand the laws, you cannot get that person out of your house. That person can now become a squatter. And this is what's happening to this individual right here. I let a neighbor stay with me. I regret my decision now that I have to evict her and I'm a prisoner in my own home. And the reason why I'm making this video is because there's so many people that are going through hardships in life and they got a story. And when they give you the story, they are not operating in love, they're operating in survival. And when these people start operating in these elements, you got to understand the laws that they are actually have to protect them. So let's play this 14-second video.
Wendy says the deal was for Anne Marie to only stay a month. But when 4 weeks passed, she says she showed no signs of leaving. He finally agreed to leave 2 months after she arrived at Wendy's apartment.
Now, this is the circumstances that happened.
Sicilian mafia boss Matteo Messina Denaro.
This. All right, this is the backstory. California resident Wendy took in Anne Marie Lynn, who got three first names, who was a former neighbor. And I did a video. I was supposed to do a video on evictions in LA. That video it didn't work right, so I'm gonna delete it and redo it. Wendy allowed an old neighbor to live in her home who has claimed overstayed her welcome, forcing her to call the police to get her out. You got to understand, squatter rights are very real, and squatter rights may be even more protected than you have in your own home. So be very careful. Very careful. Anne Marie stayed for almost 2 months, more than the pair allegedly had agreed to, staying on the living room floor with her dog and belongings. All right. In 2019, Wendy told local CBS affiliate KCAL that Anne Marie had asked for a place to stay, saying that her own housemates had been stealing from her and she was moving back to California. She was desperate for a place to go, said Wednesday. She also explained that the original deal was for her old neighbors to only stay for 1 month. When she looked for a job and another place to stay, during that time, Anne Marie and her dog slept on the living room floor with her belongings accumulated along one side of the room. After 4 weeks, Wendy's claimed she then became suspicious how long the guest planned on staying. She didn't once go on a job interview. She would just spend her days sleeping on my couch, said Wendy. This behavior eventually culminated in Wendy's frustrations, driving her to tell Anne Marie Lynn, who has three first names, was being kicked out. This was when the now unwanted guest reportedly called the police. Like I said again, you got to very understand that these people get desperate and everybody have a story. Whether Anne-Marie was aware of it at the time she called authorities, it turns out there's a law in the state that protects house guests for being kicked out. Like I said, I'm making this video. This is a quick video just so everybody can understand that when you allow a person in your home to become a resident, and you must evict them. So these people know the law better than you. When they say 30 days, it's technically 60 because it costs you money to evict the person. And when you turn violent, you're the one going to jail, and these people can stay in your home. So be mindful. If a person is invited into a home and allowed to stay for more than 3 days, then it becomes illegal to simply tell them to leave in the state of California. See, I was correct in my assessment. Instead, they must be served a 30-day eviction notice, regardless of their contributions or lack thereof to rent and utilities. Wendy, upon learning this from the police, filed the appropriate paperwork, but was in disbelief that she may have to go through eviction court proceedings, all because she tried to help a neighbor out. It's not called helping a neighbor out when you allow a person into your home. Just be mindful of those circumstances. Since Anne-Marie refused to leave, Wendy says she and her daughter were made to feel uncomfortable in their own home, actually installing locks on their bedroom doors and moving more of the belongings inside. The kitchen, we don't even use it now. We just picked up food I've been eating out of cans, Wendy said, explaining how it felt to be a prisoner in your own home. One night, she says she left with her daughter while Anne-Marie was out and locked the doors. When she returned, the unwanted guest was inside sleeping on the floor, despite not having keys. I left for the night, went to safe place with my daughter, came home the next day. She had broken in through the window. Now, what Wendy got to understand, by law, you don't supposed to change the locks or anything when you got a tenant in your home. So Wendy could have got in trouble for doing that because now this person is considered a tenant. I watched you do it and I filmed it, said Anne-Marie, claiming that Wendy broke the window. When asked about the video, she refused, saying this isn't a court of law. Wendy also filed a restraining order against Anne-Marie, but it is unclear what the status of the filing is. The investigating local CBS News affiliate KCAL stepped in for Wendy and asked the label to leave. Who do you think you are, an actress? This is a whole fake, giant, ridiculous thing, Anne-Marie replied to request. Wendy said she and her boyfriend then offered to pay Anne-Marie's stay in a motel for a week, even springing for a U-Haul to move all of her belongings as well. With this offer and intervention from the news team, the unwanted guest left for 2 months after she moved in. As she pulled away in the U-Haul, Anne-Marie could be seen flipping off the camera. So you clearly see the circumstances, and the reason why, like I said again, why I did this video was to show you, do not let a person in your home. Everybody got a story, and don't be a part of the story by letting somebody in your home, because by rights, once a person is in your home, especially California, past 3 days, they have the rights to stay in your home as long as they want. So this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.